Hello, greetings. This is Gilles. I am called to return to go back to those to re to not to repeat myself, but to go back to the certain things that we've already been discussing, which is this those many timelines that are right now being played out. There is a lot of timeline, which is possibilities of future experiences, of future destiny or destination, that are confronting each other, and so and they're all fighting for supremacy. Yet the light as one know that none of the dark. Scenarios will come to pass. Yet they're still controlling the media, and through the media, they are utilizing the media to keep humanity in fear. So do not choose that. Do not give in to the trap. It is the last hand of a very long game that's been played out, and God has always won. There was never a doubt from the beginning that the light would have won. It's just the dark forces were deceived by demons to make them believe they will win at the end, but they can never. There is never been any need for a B plan. This light of God is unbreakable, it is eternal, it is immortal, it is indestructible, it is unfireable. And so do not give any at any time any possibility for anything but the paradise timeline to be successful. For there is this Armageddon that's being played out, all those fears that are being played out. I'm going to come back to that. For we want to move into the side, we ask to be moved into the side of peace and freedom, and to reject any forms of tyranny, to feel the calm within ourselves that cannot be affected by emotion that is being played out. For we have this dark antimatter, which is fear, and the positive antimatter that is love. And so and the dark forces know that. That's what they've been playing into the fear in order to maintain this control, but they will not succeed, and it's all over for them. So for we have nothing to, we do not blame them for they couldn't do any better. They've been really dark in relationship to what they were trying to do. And so for there is no other, they're trying to depopulate the world, but the world, there is enough resources for the world to live in peace. If the resources are properly in the future, we're going to come into the balance point in order to accelerate the healing and the timelines for this golden age, the seventh golden age. We want to connect, for those who are connected to the galactic planes, to the high councils of the Pleiades. For them, they are very close cousins. We have some of our DNA come from the Pleiades. They resemble us in terms of form, for they are taller and more enlightened, for they are galactic beings, but they're very close in genetically and spiritually and psychically, and they're very powerful healers, and they have been asked to assist, but they need us. They need those who have incarnated within the physical matrix in order to channel their light and to anchor this light and to accelerate this process. So do work and do call on them. For this paradise timeline is will allow us to once we by cultivating this inner light and not allowing any of the darker aspect to enter ourselves. For us, our intention, no matter what happens, it will allow us to see the whole process of the last play of the dark and the beginning of the ascension from a balcony rather than to be in the arena. So it's like it's far more comfortable to look at things from the balcony down than to be in the arena and knowing there's like all those people watching that have. So cultivate this inner light. The world will need you to assist others. And and there is this battle between the ego and the soul. For that we have to discern. It's not always easy to discern what's the ways of the ego and the ways of the soul. For the ego wants the status quo. The ego is comfortable with the past. The ego has a lot of bag of tricks to give us a reason not to change, not to move forward. And so, but the soul has its responsibility. The soul does not have moods. The soul has a plan, and the plan is to ascend us, to give us, to move us to the point of freedom, and not to keep us entrapped. For Descartes believed that the God was a trickster, because he believes his senses and his mind and his senses were part of God, but it's actually part of the darkness, the ignorant part of ourselves. For the light part of ourselves does not have that. It is always true. And so we want to negotiate. Sometimes the ego the soul has to negotiate with the ego and making some concession in order to allow our whole life process to move forward. So it's good to move little step by little step. For sometimes God can turn us like a creep. It's like we go from the heights of joy to the depths of despair, and so all of this is part of the process. And so for it's like having a mountain in front of us. We have sometimes these great mountains, but we're not we do not know this mountain, and the mountain is very dangerous. And you can ask any expert alpinist. The mountain is very dangerous, so it's better to call on your guides. Your guides know the mountains perfectly. They know all so when you go with them, they will assist you in climbing that mountain, and from there will be a beautiful view of a reality. And then you can go down into this amazing valley of the higher light. And so do call on your guides. They will lead you there. And then a little exercise that you can do also is that no matter what anybody else you see, the people around you, is for a moment just to forget what they're doing or saying, and we don't even have to interact with them, is to imagine or visualize that they have this divine light within themselves. They just don't know about it yet. But they all have this amazing eternal light of God that within themselves. You don't have to bring it up for them. It's not your responsibility to blind them with this light, but to perceive it. And the more you perceive it, this light will be matched within yourself, for we are all one. And so I'm going to pull a few cards. The Angel Tarot, just for today, for see what. For the past is the healing. The more we are able to heal ourselves, the more we'll be able to help others to find their own healing. Right now, it is a choice. We always want to make the highest choice, even if it is not about denying our smallness, our fear, and our doubt. We have to accept that it is part of the earth process. There is the more we accept that, it makes us better teacher, a more sympathetic friend. We're more compassionate. Those who tell you they don't have fear, they don't have doubts, well, it's good to have a sense of attitude, but when those things will eventually come up in the most unexpected way. So it is better to recognize we have this part of ourselves in order to keep it in check, in order not to allow it to be dominant within ourselves. So, and we can always change our choices. So, as long as your choice does not hurt anyone, there is really nothing wrong about any choices. For the future will come this intuition, is a greater sense of connection to our higher self, to our God self. Right now we are finding consolation. And it's and so we have to find a way to recomfort ourselves. What's coming in the near future is there is a number of storms that are coming, and it's like a trial. So once we have to be really clear in our communication, and it's like just there is just hurdle. We have to jump over those hurdles, and they will lead us to our mastery. And so it is important to be ready to prepare yourself for the best. Do not let any of the temporary distraction of the world. For the soul they have set up, so our soul has to set up certain tests and challenges to prepare us for what is coming. We do not know what is coming, but we have to move into this path of trust. Well, I hope this will resonate with you. I wanted to speak about the wearing mask, those masks that we've been asked to wear. For the mask and social distanciation have nothing to do with the virus. It is a planned program by the medias and those who control the media to generate fear. It's like to hide the smile for those who are wearing masks, not those who are forced because of the legality of it, but those who are wearing masks voluntarily, you can see fear in their eyes. So it's removing the human aspect, the smile, the ability to smile at each other. And it's all a masquerade. For the danger is not the virus, it's the fear that's generated in the media. It's far more. Understand all the light workers and the whistleblowers, those who are bringing, are all protected, and it's part of their mission to do that. what you want to do is to love yourself and your body no matter what. You have to for and even our life, no matter what the limitation of our life. For our body may not be as athletic or as top model as we want it to be, but we have to love it. And for we always searching love in another because we haven't found it within ourselves. Once we find this love and this connection to our soul, we'll be fulfilled by this love between us and our soul, between us and our body. There will be love, will be abundant within us, and will naturally attract all the soulmates or partners that we're looking for. So we do need to find this love for ourselves, and so it's like some dogs would look at us humans walking by and say, well, those people, they must have been punished. They must have beaten somebody to have those muscles to be muscled up. It's like it's completely removing the human aspect of life. So it is only temporary. It's a masquerade. But do not fall prey to that. In order to heal the past, another thing that's important in order to heal the past, we have to connect to our inner child. The inner child is been forgotten. It's been wounded. It's like lend a hand to your inner child, look into the eyes of that child, bow down before it, and just create this recomfort to know that from now on you will be with that inner child. There's a 6-dimensional entity that lives within, and so it is important to connect to our inner child and to do this life in the world connected to this inner child, for understanding also that the heart chakra englobes the whole universe. Through the heart there is a connection to the whole universe. So we do want to feel the connection all the way down to our belly and to keep our third eye open. But the heart is all englobing, all encompassing. I'm going to pull one card. Today is living or traveling, so get ready to move forward. Do not be attached. The new mission will be revealed. If it's not yet, there's going to be new level of mission and integration. For this, everything is moving forward now. And so for those masks is a bit symbolistic. I can't breathe. It will prevent us from breathing normally. If you were at like 10 minutes or even one day, it's okay. But in the long run, we can't breathe. It's like this beloved George Floyd, who's from a soul level sacrificed his own life in order to teach the world, to bring all the darkness into the light. And so he's very well up there. He's like a hero up there. It's like, so there is nothing worried, but his family is suffering and the whole world is becoming aware of those things. It's like, I can't breathe, for we want to breathe, and those masks are preventing the correct breathing process. And this painting is not finished, but I thought I'd do it anyway. I'll show it anyway. It's called All Life Matters. For all life matters, all life is important. You are sacred, you are precious, every life is important. For it is not just black people, it is all the minorities that are suffering from discrimination as well. And it says all life matters, one life, one love, one people under God. So it's not quite finished, but it's a process. I'm going to do probably a few more on that subject, for it is appropriate right now. And for what always has been, we are one people, one planet, one life. There's never been, no matter what the difference, physical difference or psychological difference or cultural difference, we're all complementary within the great puzzle of creation. And this painting is about the 7 great families of spirit being. It brings the level of brotherhood to a much more universal level, way beyond the planet, the solar system, the galaxy, even the universe. It talks about totality of experience, of reality, and it shows the personal aspect of reality with the 7 great families of spirit beings. This took me quite a long time to bring to conclusion. I started in 2008 and I finished it in 2018. So it took me a while to bring together, but all those paintings, I made many of them, but they're all unique, they're all very different, and they're all very important for now and the future. And so I'm going to sing a song. I was going to sing another song, but this one imposed itself in my mind at the last moment. So it's a song of David Bowie. It goes like this. We passed upon the stair. We spoke of what and when, although I wasn't there. He said I was his friend. which came as a surprise. I spoke into his eyes, I thought you died alone a long, long time ago. Oh no, not me, we never lost control. Your face to face with the man who sold the world. I laughed and shook his hand and made my way back home. I searched for foam and land. For years and years I roamed. I gaze a gazeless stare. We walked a million hills. I must have died alone a long, long time ago. Who knows? Not me. I never lost control. Your face to face with the man who sold the world. Who knows? Not me. I never lost control. Your face to face with the man who sold the world. Great song. I'm going to soon return to music from when I was a teenager. I used to play bass in a band. We didn't do that much performing, but I practiced a little bit, and I was pretty good with piano as well. I want to incorporate learn some new instruments as well. So very soon, when the life will allow, when the transformation will manifest, let's say. So I'm going to pull a few cards for today's. Same as in French, the highest wisdom is achievement. We are achieving that completion of that inner state cycle. We're letting go of a lot of what we need to let go. What we need to understand is the higher self, to become our soul, to find ourselves, to know ourselves, to love ourselves. What we need to do is our master guide. Our master guide is the guide of the spiritual path, of the ascension path, of the wisdom that we seek. Is the higher beings that have dedicated. We have made a special agreement with them before we came into this incarnation, and so they're always there. Our guides are always there, and so some greetings to my master guides, Cornelius from Chiron. For I have many master guides. It's a bit unusual, he told me, but in a sense, so we do connect with those higher parts of ourselves, and the outcome is intuition. For that is exactly what the Angel Tarot was talking about as well. Is an increase in intuition, an increase in being able to tune into the moment, the synchronicity, to allow things to unfold naturally, and to be attuned to those the messages and the guidance that come that is always available. I thank you very much. I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Adonai.